Vlog number 4. And look at that hair. Sheesh, time for Pro Cut. In this one, we're going to talk about my running training that I've been doing. Have a 5K coming up. It's about a month away. And just want to talk real quick about the training I've been doing for that and how that's going. So as you may have heard in some of the other videos, I was having some groin problems. And those were induced by the introduction of running, I think. So waiting for that to heal has pushed back my time frame a little bit, but it is what it is. Things seem to be pretty good now, and so I'll tell you how things have been going and what I've been doing. So basically, up until middle of July, I had not run at all since early December of 2012, and that's because I did a marathon then, and that's frankly so much running that you don't want to run anymore afterwards, unless you're hardcore or something. So all I've really been doing since then, cardiovascular wise, is the P90X plyometrics video, and I do that about twice a week. And that has basically maintained my aerobic fitness at a level that I'm comfortable with. So all I'm looking to do with my running training is to basically train up my running muscles, just to get the muscles used to that specific workload again. Because in the plyometrics video you don't really do any running; it's all jumping and bounding and stuff like that. So, in the week of August 4th through the 10th, I was doing 25-second sprints, and I was doing it every 2 minutes. So I would sprint for 25 seconds, and then generally walk back to the start, and that would usually land right around the next 2-minute barrier. So if I did the first one, at 10 o'clock, I would run, sprint till 10 o'clock in 25 seconds, and then walk back to the start, and normally by then it would be 10:02-ish. So I would do that 15 times. So then in the next week, I moved up to 200-meter runs, because that first week, we're probably only talking somewhere between 100 and maybe 130 meters was each interval. So to actually get 200 meters, I went on Google Maps and used the distance measurement tool that's on there, to measure out a 200-meter, length of my street. And the fun part was when I first went out there to do it, the very first interval, I was running along, and I measured from the corner to a particular house, and when I got out there, there was 2 houses, that were close together, and I was like, which one was it? And I said, well, it must have been the second one. And it wasn't. Of course, it was the first one. But as it turned out, I was running to the second one, which was actually 220 meters. And I was doing it in 45 seconds, average for each interval. And that works out to being below 6-minute mile pace. So that was actually kind of fun. Because once I realized my mistake, I actually decided I'm just going to keep doing that, for the rest of this week's running workouts. And so I did that the 15 times 200 meters. I did that twice. And I was averaging about 45 or 46 seconds, with the intervals actually being 220. And 15 total intervals per workout. So it took me 30 minutes to complete the workout. Earlier today, I went out there and did 10 times 400 meters, starting every 3 minutes. And since it worked out that my average interval time was about 90 to 92 seconds, I was basically getting equal rest, because it'd be a minute and a half to run the interval, and then, the next 3-minute barrier was another minute and a half away. So that went really well. I'm pleased with how it went, particularly since I feel really drained from yesterday's bench press workout. So I'm real happy that it went well. I plan to do the same workout again on Thursday, and then my plan is to move up to 800-meter repeats. And then I don't plan on doing any intervals longer than 800 meters. What I will try to do is either increase the number of intervals or reduce the time that I'm taking in between intervals. 2 years ago, I ran this same 5K, and I was able to run a sub 7 minute pace. I would like to do that again. The workout that will be key for me, to know if I'm in the same kind of shape to be able to accomplish that again, is going to be the same workout that I did about 2 weeks before that race 2 years ago, which was 8 times 800 meters, each interval in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and I was starting a new interval every 5 minutes. So I ended up getting about 1:40 of rest between each one. I ended up doing like a total of 6,400 meters of intervals. So that's the plan, and that's also, the progress up till now. Pretty happy with how I feel. It feels, good out there when I'm running, and I focus a lot on making sure I have a high leg turnover. Kind of in the pace of like each snap is a step. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I think that helps a lot with proper running form and hopefully keeping me from getting injured again. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.